Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be Rocket and DarkVoid in a Patreon game for Rocket this month. It's going to be on Amphion, a very fun map for very weird games. Bottom left, it's going to be Rocket. Top left, it's going to be DarkVoid. With an appropriate Protoss spinning logo here. So, let's go ahead and see what's going on here today. Rocket does like to do planetary fortresses inside his main base sometimes, so let's see if he is going to do that today. And double gas opening here from DarkVoid without a pylon. Alright, DarkVoid. NG Bay blocking here is Rocket for his first building after Supply Depot. Got ourselves gas coming up here. And DarkVoid, man, what are we doing? And then throwing down a pylon because he is supply blocked already. Saturating one gas with two probes. No saturation from the other side here. And did we scout? Nope, just NG Bay blocking and then going home. A little bit of a poke up the ramp here would let you know that DarkVoid is not a very good StarCraft player, but we will see how this game turns out here. Gateway, alright, very good. Chrono boosting probes. Very good as well. Barracks almost done. And walling off here with a supply depot. At the top of the ramp here is Rocket. And, oh, fully saturating both gases. Here is DarkVoid. Oh boy, let's go. What is going on in this game, guys? I have no idea what to expect from here. We've got a Reaper on the way with a Marine on the follow-up. Second gas being taken. He didn't finish the engineering bay, so he cannot change this to a planetary fortress. Or, you know, upgrade it to a planetary fortress. And yeah, no scouting. No scouting from DarkVoid. Just, you know, double gas into Gateway, into Cybernetics core. He's got 350 gas now with no way to spend it. And they're going to get, yep, supply blocked again. This probe says, bam. That's right, you must construct additional pylons. And, yeah, so get supply before you need it, right? That is a basic StarCraft 2 tip that DarkVoid needs here. Oh my gosh, getting so... Oh, no! No! Rocket did not just send a Reaper into an entirely undefended main base and lose it to workers without killing anything. That did not just happen. It is a planetary upgrade here inside the main. That did not happen today. Oh my gosh. An entirely undefended mineral line full of juicy probes to kill. And he walks right into the middle of the mineral line, gets surrounded by probes and killed without taking anything with him. That is absolutely bonkers. DarkVoid still does not have an attacking unit. The man does not have an adept. The man does not have a zealot. The man does not have a stalker. Not that Rocket's killing it either. He's got a Marine in his army right now at 3 minutes. Planetary Fortress dutifully guarding against the nothing that can kill him right now. And he's getting Warp Gate. Like, I have to give him some credit for that. His second base is happening, which is better than what Rocket's pulling off right now. Getting a combat shield upgrade. Getting a concussive shell after that. No stim. We're going to get that later, maybe. Who knows? And then just going to make a bunch of Marines, I guess. We're reactoring these racks. Getting a +1 infantry armor and +1 attack. Here for his dudes. I cannot believe that. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. I mean, how many times does a Reaper show up at an enemy base and there's no Adept, no Stalker, no Lings, no Queens, no nothing, right? That's very rare. So, I mean, for that even to happen, first of all, is tough. Got a double Stargate coming up. I mean, there's a turret back in the main base and some Marines, so the anti-air is okay if an Oracle shows up. That's good. But like if Mass Void Ray shows up, I don't know. That planetary is not going to help you very much, is it? No, 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 not really. So, look, second gas, or rather, third and fourth gases have been taken but are not being saturated. DarkVoid's done a pretty good job making probes today, but he's kind of stopped right now, which is not great. He's warping in stalkers. Oh my gosh. Incredible stuff. He's got tons of minerals and tons of gas and not that much available supply, but it's enough to work with for now. And I mean, just saturating this second base, making 1 million stalkers and like, I don't know, whatever, a bunch of void rays. Sure, oracles. I'm down with that too. Sometimes in the lower leagues, you could just make a bunch of whatever. And if you have a lot more than what the other player has, then you win. So, Rocket on the move out. Again, doesn't have stim. Concussive shell and combat shield, yes. This is a nice little kind of even. Both players decided to push at the same time. This is weird. Oh, he moved commands. Oh, he moved commands. Oh. He killed a Marine. He killed a Marine for 4 stalkers. Ugh, disaster. Disaster. Both players really struggling in this game right now in the first 6 minutes. But all right, we can do better. We can do better. We've got oracles. There are only there's 14 Marines on the field. Okay, this might just kind of be a GG. Stasis could turn the tide here, though. I like this. Not going up the ramp. Ooh, sniping that stasis. I mean, not like he target fired or anything. It was put up in range. Yeah, Rocket. 2718 army supply. He's sending reinforcements over too, which is always so important. It is so important that you continue to send reinforcements when you're attacking someone, and that's something that Rocket is doing very well here. He is supply blocked. Not making any more supply depots, but bam, he takes it to a one base scenario. He's going to get stasis right in the face. Ready, go. Bam, half his army gets stasis. The remaining Marines, not quite enough to do this thing, and he is going to get wiped out. Marines fighting against Void Rays are usually pretty good, but not in these numbers. They're not. Oh, like I said, that stasis could turn the tide. I really, really think that stasis resulted in a win here for DarkVoid. Look at him casting spells. The spellcasters usually do better than the non-spellcasters. That's what I always say. It's not like DarkVoid's not losing anything here, because he certainly is. I mean, at this point, he's lost 7 stalkers and 2 oracles, which is it's a lot. 3,000, 1,500 resources lost. Rocket's lost fewer resources. He's going to go ahead and counterattack with 2 Void Rays against a Terran. Generally, Terrans can pretty much handle Void Rays in general, is my experience with Void Rays in this game. Once again, he moved commands. Does this man not know about attack command? He doesn't know about A moving. Does he not know about A moving? Like, usually we just get mad because lower level players, all they do is A move, but like, I gotta feel like he doesn't know what A moving is. Oh, prismatic alignment. He does! But the repair is too good for 2 Void Rays. Oh, beautiful response there from Rocket with the repair. That was disgusting. Wow. So a Void Ray dies. Retaking his second base like a good Protoss as DarkVoid. Rocket's second base is coming in too at about the same time. Okay, so generally another rule of PvT is if you don't have any splash damage, you're probably going to lose. I mean, if you do some kind of a proxy, you make some Marauders, that's all the Terran does, then yes, you can win without splash damage. But if the game gets further on and combat shield starts happening and stim starts happening, and not in this game it's happening, but you know what I mean. You really got to get some splash at some point, man. Like, I appreciate what I said earlier about how if you have a bigger army than your enemy, then they're probably going to die. But, man, sometimes this little ball right here, especially if they had stim, which they don't, just a little ball of absolute destruction here and would wreck this army if they had stim and some medevacs. So you want splash damage, yeah? Colossus are the easiest one to use at this level of StarCraft. If you're someone who doesn't have a build order and doesn't understand what attack moving is, then Colossus are probably going to be your best friend. Free Void Ray is free, though. God, you got to get that out of there, dude. You got to get that out of there. Okay, well, what are we at? 31 to 21 workers. I really like that worker advantage here from DarkVoid. He's done a better job at making probes today than Rocket has been at making an SCVs. He's not even saturated at all on his main. His second base has got 3 SCVs mining. His third and fourth gases aren't being harvested at all. So, I mean, that's going to slow him down immensely here in trying to win this game. A lot of this game's economics, folks. Like, it's not glamorous. It's not as fun, I would say, right, to just do the economic side of StarCraft. But if you don't do it or you're bad at it, you're going to lose games. So, yes, never stop making SCVs. Never stop making probes. Never stop making pylons and supply depots, and you'll be in a better spot. I like the expansion here from DarkVoid in this game. I mean, a third base should probably be faster than 10 minutes, but in this game against this opponent, it's probably going to be totally fine. So, yeah, in general, Mass Void Ray Stalker is never going to defeat a Terran player. Like, maybe if they're going for some crazy Mass Marauder or Mass Siege Tank army against you, and they don't have any anti-air, then yeah, hey, your Void Rays are going to win. But if they have anti-air, which they can get very cheaply and easily with things like Cyclones and Marines, you're just going to lose. The Marines are going to chew through anything you've got in the air. Marines are like the cheapest, most cost-effective anti-air in StarCraft 2. Again, especially if they have stim, which I just want to reiterate they don't. I'm going to speed this up a little bit just because we are just hanging out right now, folks. Just more Marines being produced. Double armory coming in. I guess maybe we want some Thors with upgrades, perhaps. Widow Mines being produced. They don't benefit from upgrades. So, I don't know, man. Further... You do need an armory for further attack and armor upgrades for Marines and Marauders, though. Yeah, Widow Mines, though. Oof. Widow Mines against Void Rays are also very, very good. I mean, it's just that DarkVoid is out macroing Rocket like an absolute beast today. Dude's getting a fleet beacon? You know, if you can get enough carriers, and these Marines refuse to get stim, and there aren't too many Widow Mines, then I think carriers could be a fine idea en masse here against Rocket, right? If you got like 12, 15, 20 carriers out, and there's no stim, and there aren't that many Widow Mines, then I think an A move here would win. But again, we're not sure that DarkVoid knows what that is. So, and he's not getting any splash damage at all. This hurts. This hurts a lot. But you know what? That's what these games are. They're funny. They're painful sometimes. That little combination of emotion can be a lot of fun. What's this guy all about? Ooh, Flux Veins. Rad. Did we just get a fleet beacon for Flux Veins, maybe? Dude, more oracles? In what world did this man think that more oracles were the answer? I love that he's getting extra gateways here, though. Man, yes. You're having a hard time spending your money with your 82 workers? Dude, it took him a minute to get moving, but this guy is moving. Like I said, he's doing better at making probes. He's got an 82 to 37 worker lead right now. And I know mules exist, except they don't in this game because there aren't any mules. Hilariously. Are we still trying to send... Okay, maybe? Alright. Maybe stop sacrificing oracles to the turrets. Don't be doing that. Now, okay, now we're into carriers from DarkVoid. Okay. I mean, this... At this stage of the game right here, 176 to 93 supply, 82 to 39 workers, 5 bases to almost 3 bases. This should be a win for DarkVoid. He did get a Thor out and a Raven. He's doing some spell casting of his own. The corollary has been adjusted a little bit for this game. So yeah, chrono boosting out his carriers. He's going to be maxed out. Like, it's time to go at this point. Once you've got your full complement of interceptors, okay, fine. Maybe you can wait for a mothership. I'm okay with that. Doesn't have permacloak anymore, though, DarkVoid. Got to keep that in mind. You have to pop an ability to get cloak moving. There's a Raven here, though, so detection is good as long as the Raven doesn't get sniped, which I'm not sure it'll get target fired by DarkVoid anyway. Maybe he knows how to target fire, but he doesn't know how to actually, he doesn't know how to A move, but he can target fire. Maybe that's the trade-off. Dude, this is bananas. All right, DarkVoid, you're maxed out. It's time to go. That's it. Your carriers, your mothership is here. Your carriers have got their full complement of interceptors, mostly. Those are on auto build. Okay, it is. It's time to go. He gathers everybody up. And he's waiting for the Terran to max out. See, this is a problem with lower level games, guys. If you get maxed out at 18 minutes and just sit here, you are giving your opponent the opportunity to max out. What if they're not maxed out yet? And they're not. You are giving them the opportunity to get an army that is as big as yours when you have an advantage in army size right now. I mean, it's 118 to 93 army supply, so it's not as big, maybe, as DarkVoid was hoping. Because Rocket doesn't have any workers. He's got 51. It's not as bad as the 37 he was earlier. Upgrades, +1 air is done, but man, a 2-2 for that infantry, plus a 2-2 for the mech stuff, or a 1-1 for the mech stuff, rather. For Rocket is pretty good. Thors, if they are target firing the carrier bodies here with their anti-air single target big chunk damage, this could go pretty well. Here goes. He pops the cloaking field. It's on a timer. He's trying to be invisible. All right, Widow Mines go. Ba-bam, ba-bam. Oh, the Void Race takes serious Widow Mine hits here. The Thors are, yeah, they're doing the single target chunky air damage from distance, and everything dies. Oh my gosh, everything died. Yeah, that could not have gone worse, I don't think, for DarkVoid. Man, clumped up his Void Rays. The only Widow Mines on the map were right here, and that's where he put them, and they went, and all the Void Rays died. And then the carriers got killed because the Thors are in the correct mode of single target anti-air instead of splash damage anti-air, which is what you want from Mutalisks. And bam, that was a shellacking. So now what it comes down to is, can Rocket finish this off? He's got a 77 to 60 army value advantage right now. There's a handful of stalkers. Some carriers got produced. There are more Stargates here. But did you see what those Thors did to those carriers earlier? My gosh. You know, I mean, yeah, there's some shield batteries here. I'm not sure how much they're going to actually help at all. Yep, there's a carrier dead. Yeah, he's doing a great job targeting the carrier bodies. They are dying. They are taking Thors with them. But, ugh, one chunk, two chunk, one chunk, two chunk, one chunk, two chunk. Okay, the Stalkers are actually doing maybe more damage here because they do bonus to armored. And the Thors maybe actually do less damage to Stalkers than they do. Maybe. To carriers. All right, so 11 kills, 8 kills, 12 kills. These guys are going. More Thors in production here. And does he know about... He does know about this base. Ooh, yeah. Zealots are actually pretty good against Thors. Better, I don't know, better in a lot of ways than other units are. Oh, good. You're in splash damaging mode. Okay, there you go. Transfers into single target anti-air. But the Zealots are actually a problem. And dude, DarkVoid's economy, his economy kept him alive. He's got 70 workers. He was able to make a ton of Zealots, make 8 carriers at a time. He still hasn't spent all of his money. And it's 126 to 40 army supply. Holy crap. He's just making the wrong thing right now. What he needs are charge lots. He figured it out, right? He's like, oh, Zealots are pretty good. But he would need a Twilight for that. He doesn't have one. Not exactly ideal. So he's going to fall back. Still mining from these bases, which Rocket doesn't know about. Rocket's on 4 bases, feeling pretty good about himself. 52 workers, 110 total supply. DarkVoid falls back. Man, getting speed for these Zealots would be super good. Do it. Do it. Okay, I was going to A-move into turrets. Well, that's fine. They kind of suck against carriers anyway. It's the Thors, man. It's always been the Thors that you need to worry about here. Thors are kind of lost a little bit. Zealots coming in and distracting, maybe? Okay. No, not enough. More Thors coming from inside the main base. They are taking carriers with them, friends. Oh my gosh, the carrier massacre here has been real today. I don't know if I've seen this many carriers die in a game in a long time. That is 25 carriers killed in 23 minutes. Resources lost are 34,000 to 12,000. Rocket has lost almost nothing compared to what DarkVoid has lost. He's still making Zealots and still making carriers. Okay, so at some point, man, you gotta figure out that you're banging your head against the wall right now. You've lost 25 of them already. They're not the answer. That's not how this is supposed to work. Not even close. All Alright, well, here we go again. Slow zealots getting on top of these dudes. Putting some work in. I mean, they don't have any upgrades. They are 0-0 slow zealots right now. DarkVoid is working on 3-3 for his carriers, but, like, I don't know how much it matters with the amount of chunk damage being done by these Thors. Make some Hellbats, make some Marines. Gotta bring something along with your Thors to help deal with these Zealots, because they are getting a lot of damage on these Thors, man. A lot of damage on these Thors. Dude, DarkVoid's expanding again. What a boss. So, his decision-making is not great, but this man knows how to expand and have an economy. He's spending all of his gas, too. He's not even floating a gajillion. I mean, it's hard to float 800 million gas when you're making 8, 9, 10 carriers at a time. Understandably. But here comes the show. Alright, here goes nothing. Man, I wish these Zealots had speed. I really do. So much wish these Zealots had speed. Ooh, move command Thors. Alright, they decided never mind. They're using the wrong attack because they come out of the factory with the splash damage attack. So he sent... Oh, it is some Marines. Okay. So we're using 3-3 Marines to kill these Zealots, which is excellent. 3-3 Marines against these Interceptors is also pretty good. You can see Interceptors exploding in here. There's a whole lot of them, and they've got +3 attacks, so they hit like trucks, but he's trying to attack Thors, Marines, and turrets all at the same time. It's not gonna go all that well for you, my friend. No, it simply does not. And all right, DarkVoid loses a bunch more carriers. He has lost a total of 38 now. Dude, if that Thor has the right attack type. All the Interceptors are dead. Dude, we're killing this thing with the wrong attack. Oh, there we go. So that is 38 carriers down. A total of 29 Thors have died. It is a shellacking for the masses here today. Rocket's got a new 5th base. DarkVoid's expanded over here now. So we've expanded everywhere we can without having to fly a command center to the left side here, or, like, I don't know, drop a probe over, auto turret harass at the 27-minute mark. Sure. Let's kill some of those probes. 58 to 56 workers now. DarkVoid has lost a bunch of probes today. 46. Most of them from using them to attack Thors, which isn't generally considered a good thing to do. Man. Okay. So yes, carriers are going down, but these Thors are equally dying. Just because there were so many more carriers there. So here we go. 3 to 3. Bam. Oh my gosh. Does it just honestly take 3 Thors, 2 volleys to take down a carrier? When they have the upgrades they do, and the carriers have the upgrades they do. Yeah, they've got 3 upgrades for the mech. The ground mechy stuff. DarkVoid, again, losing 51,000 resources to your opponent's 24,000 resources is brutal. It is almost beyond brutal. But if you have twice the base count your enemy does, maybe you can make it work. Of course, I'd recommend maybe not, I don't know, maybe not still trying to make carriers, guy. Like, I know you love carriers. I get that. Carriers are very cool. They're very fun to use. Appreciate you using an attack angle that you haven't yet, and that makes the enemy surprised. Killing the enemy factories is not a bad idea. Okay, here we go. Sniping a factory, sniping all the production of rockets, in a lot of trouble here. Where are his Thors? Does he not have any Thor? Did he The man only has 3 Ravens remaining. What the heck is going on? Oh, kill that factory before that Thor pops up. Not that I don't know that it matters all that much. Hang on, it's gonna burn down first. No, it will not. So we're gonna get a Thor popping out here, but wait, hold on. Oh, I almost sniped it before Thor came out. Okay, Thor came out, got sniped immediately, died. Dude, attack these barracks. The missile turrets are not, well, fine. Fine. You've got 3/3 upgrades for your carriers. No shield upgrades for these boys. Also, you know what's really good against missile turrets? Tempests. Tempests are so good. You have tectonic destabilizers. You could build some Tempests. They would have the upgrades they need to be extra awesome against these turrets, and you're not building any. This is the weirdest game. All right, so if Rocket... Okay, well, Rocket is trying to build more factories along this right side. He's got enough money to make a bunch more Thors, which is great. Probes are like, hey, stop building turrets over by my base. Stop trying to planetary fortress rush my 6th base at 30 minutes, you crazy person. Oh, man, we're taking body shots on these carriers, guys. From missile turrets, we're taking body shots on these carriers. That is not how you do. Is he not aim? Again, not sure he's A-moving. I think he's right-clicking on each of these carriers to kill them, which brings him maybe too close to other This game is... It's a Rocket Raccoon game, that is for sure today. Ah, we're going to out-repair the DPS from these interceptors? No, but interceptors are dying. Okay, he's like, fine, I'll just kill the turrets. We got this. Ba-da-da-ba-ba. Planetary dead. Great. DarkVoid needs to do some mining. He's not doing any. I guess he's doing this. But sending these probes over to this base would be good. But, you know, at the lower leagues, when you're on the attack, you're not generally doing a good job of paying attention to what is happening elsewhere on the map. Remembering to macro, right? I guess he could have hotkeyed his Stargates, and he's trying to make more carriers, and he can't. But he needs to put 2 and 2 together about why he can't. This is absolutely... Rock is trying to win this thing with static defense, you guys. Which is one way to do it, I guess. Is he going to run out of money for interceptors at this rate? Maybe. Dude, he's going to lose a carrier to missile turrets. He's going to lose multiple carriers to missile turrets. Okay, that one died to a turret. Dude, this is so sloppy out of DarkVoid. Okay, all the factories are gone. Rocket, not happy about that. No more Thors. He's going to lose another carrier to a turret. Ah, the carrier. Okay. Planetary is your enemy, but kill the turrets first, and then killing the planetary is a lot easier, especially with your style of using carriers. Okay. Great. Wonderful. Is he sending any more guys over here? No, he's got a carrier back here he could bring to the party. Oh, the planetary got up. Look at this. Look at Rocket long distance mining from this base. That's humongous. Dude, DarkVoid has 15 minerals remaining, but it's 48-0 army supply. You'd think that'd be a win for DarkVoid. But the man has a habit of losing carriers to missile turrets, and it's not great. Okay, probes. Is he bringing probes to fight? Just put the probes on the minerals! No! Why are you doing this? DarkVoid, you idiot! Do not send your remaining workers to fight a planetary for no value at all. Don't do that. Don't. All right. All right. Dude, he's building turrets underneath carriers. Okay. So that was the loss. DarkVoid lost this game because he sent his remaining probes to attack a planetary fortress instead of mining money to make more carriers. Are you a crazy person? Are you? Why would you do that? Does he not know he has this space? Does he think auto turrets last forever? Okay, so Rocket won this game with the power of Planetary Fortress and Missile Turret. What a incredibly stupid Patreon game today. Holy cow. And yeah, Rocket's a patron of mine out at patreon.com/FalconPaladin for $10 a month. Gives him the right to send me any replay once a month. I'll put it up. And by golly, we put this one up because good gravy. I don't know if I've seen that many carriers die to missile turrets in my entire life. That's your game. What did he do? Ah, the Marines found the remaining base of DarkVoid, and Rocket comes out on top with the win. Ridiculous. Ridiculous, I say. What a match, though. Dude, 35 minutes. Rocket's army at the end of the game consists of 10 Marines with 3/3 upgrades and no stim. Ah, did you think he remembered stim somewhere in this game? You were wrong. He didn't. He got combat shield and concussive shell. No stim, no medevacs produced today. 67,000 resources lost for DarkVoid and 46,000 lost for Rocket. Bonkers. Bonkers, bonkers. Very, 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 very weird game. Oh. Yeah, I don't think DarkVoid should be allowed to use carriers at any point ever in his life. He lost 60 carriers today. Mostly to Thors, but a lot to missile turret too, which is just not going to work out for you, man. Yeah, he could have won this game if he went into Tempests. If he just made Tempest a set of carriers, saturated this space instead of sacking those probes into this planetary, I think he wins from that position. The early attack, I mean, he had it together. He popped Cloak. He had everyone together. But those Widow Mine shots on those Void Rays, I think really ruined his chances to have any ability to win that. That was a shellacking that really put him on the back foot from that point on. But man, look at him spending his cash, expanded like a boss. But just kept making carriers in a situation that did not call for it. So GG, Rocket gets the win. And that's going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw and what you heard today, you can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.